What's going on YouTube? Today I have another video for you guys. Today we're going to be playing Counter-Strike Go. Um, we're going to be playing Arms Race. I believe that's what it's called. It's essentially like gun game. That's what I am the best at. I feel like I am just amazing at gun game. And before we get into the actual game, we're going to just talk about what the channel is. We are Nostalgic Gaming. We play these we play older games essentially. Whether it be Portal 2, Fallout, Far Cry 3, we're just playing older games. We're not going to be playing these new FPS games or just whatever type of new games that are coming out this year or last year and so on. We're going to be playing older games. They're more, to me personally, they're just more fun. With that being said, I still want a combination of these newer, more updated games. I was looking specifically at some sort of first-person shooter, and Counter-Strike seemed to be the answer. I am not by any means good at this game yet. I've only been playing about 2-3 days. I'm like a rank 2, but I'm not that bad. I'm okay, and it's become a lot of fun. I don't have the best gaming computer. I'm running a HP Envy X360. It comes with 12 gigs of RAM, terabyte hard drive. The issue is it has the Intel graphics, which just is terrible. So I can't really play these newer games. That's why I'm creating a channel like this. And I know there are a lot of people that don't have these high-end computers. So, I mean, not only am I going to be playing these games and hopefully you guys watch and enjoy, also, if someone has a older computer, they see that I'm playing these games on my crappy computer for gaming, and they're like, oh, okay, I'll give that a whirl. This game, this specific game right here, it starts off a little slow in the beginning, and but I start to pick things up and play pretty decently, and eventually win. They spoiled it for you, but it's a fun game. I'm still kind of figuring out the ins and outs of it. I generally play the Arms Race. It's just I was a big Call of Duty guy, and gun game like those party games like Sticks and Stones, One in the Chamber, and I don't remember the other one, Sharpshooter, and gun game as well. Those were my games. I did so well in them. I think at one point for gun game I was ranked like 20th in the world in Black Ops 2 when I played that. I'm not a big gamer per se anymore like I used to be. Unfortunately, growing up, doesn't let me play games as much. That's why I haven't uploaded in a while. Unfortunately, I've been traveling. I've been out of the country, and I'm back and having some fun with some CS:GO. It's just I don't know, and everything Valve does, I enjoy. Whether it be Team Fortress, Portal, Left 4 Dead, Counter Strike. They make quality games, and I think they're one of the few companies that are putting out good content for the customer. They're not EA, who's like, I don't care what we put out as long as we make money. That's what EA does. You have your companies like Bethesda. They make Skyrim and Fallout, which are their two biggest franchises. They make those. You have Rockstar, who makes Red Dead, Bully, Grand Theft Auto. Those games are some of the few games that I'd buy DLC for, because when they make these DLCs, they actually put work into it and it adds to the story. Unlike, you have Call of Duty, where it's like, oh, you can pay $5 to have 18 new camos that do nothing for the game. They're aesthetically pleasing, but aside from that, they do nothing. I want a game that adds story. And one thing that I've learned over the years of gaming, it's not about the multiplayer. Single player is really what defines a game, unless, of course, obviously Call of Duty, Battlefield, and such. The multiplayer defines it, and it's not even the game. Like, yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the way the Call of Duty games have, like, what they've become. It's the community. I was a big, Modern Warfare 2. I was a, quickscoper. I love sniping, all that kind of stuff. But I truthfully believe that quickscoping and sniping in Modern Warfare 2 was the downfall of Call of Duty. It became such a competitive thing for something that was just so fun. I'm not saying that, I think competitive gamers are, not athletes or whatever, but that's for another video. But I'm just saying, like, I miss just how casual it was. Because that's why I enjoyed it. That's why I could sit there for hours on end of day and just play Call of Duty, because it's like, it didn't matter. I didn't have people screaming at me because I didn't do well one game. And it's frustrating. And this game definitely, they have the professional gaming aspects from what I can see, but it also has a very just casual, fun game like Arms Race. It's a good time. And I know I'm rambling, and right now I'm trying my best to not really talk about the game. You guys can obviously see the game. I'm trying to just talk about whatever. I have topics for every video. Right now I'm working on, I just finished Portal 2 actually. Amazing game. I've played it before, I've never finished it. So this is the first for me, and I'm in the process of editing it, commentating it, and whatnot, and that'll be uploaded shortly. And Portal 2, and then we have Fallout 3 that I'm starting here pretty soon. Actually, I started my game earlier today. I wasn't able to play too long, but I am in the process of playing that. And then I'm looking into Far Cry 3. That's actually I believe that came out in 2012. That's, for that year, that was my favorite game. It was a big toss-up between that and Bioshock Infinite, and I think just Far Cry to me was just so much better. I loved the island experience. Far Cry 4, it was good. It wasn't bad. It was the same game, and I think I haven't played it, and I probably won't. The Far Cry Primal, to me, it just looks like a reskin Far Cry 3/4. It's no different than calling the new Battlefront a reskin Battlefield, because that's what it is. I played the beta, and I was just, oh gosh, I was disappointed, because that was a game that I grew up playing, and it was a lot of fun. And, but yeah, no, I'm looking forward to playing more games. I don't have a lot of free time, but when I do, I like to play games. They're just, it's a good outlet to let the stresses of life, it's a good way to let go of all that, because no one likes to be stressed. And unfortunately, I do have to leave the country again. Well, not unfortunately, but I do have to leave the country again. I'm headed to Singapore, and then I'll be headed to the Maastricht, Netherlands. And I'm a little worried about that, because we're actually going to be flying into the Brussels airport, which unfortunately there was a terrorist attack there as I'm recording this audio. Today's the 22nd. And so it's sad, and we're worried, but whatever happens. That's kind of the way I live life. When it comes to airplanes, I used to be terrified, and then I kind of realized if something goes wrong on that airplane, there's nothing I can do. Like, it's just, I gotta accept fate. It's no different than if I'm there, God forbid, there's a bad person there who decides to blow themselves up and kill a lot of innocent people. It's not like I'm gonna suffer if I'm, close enough. It's 1 minute I'm there, and then there goes boom, next minute I'm gone. And, it's one of those things where just there's nothing I can do about it. But anyways, guys, that pretty much wraps up this video on kind of a serious note. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, I didn't do too great, but I did okay. I went, looks like I went 31 and 23. So not terrible, but I hope I can do better in the future. But anyways, guys, thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time. Peace.